Hey folks, here at OS Reviews. You're watching our video first look and a quick review of the Zeehoo SU-750. This is a Bluetooth smart light bulb, which comes at the lower end of the price spectrum, selling for under $30. It's not going to be compatible with more fancier pieces such as Alexa, but it works with its own proprietary app. With that being said, it still works fairly well as an introductory, lower-cost smart light bulb, and you have an array of LED lights that you can customize the tone and the color to. You can also purchase multiple sets and control it using the same application, which is free to download and works with both iOS and Android. So other features of this light bulb include a timing feature, which means you can automatically shut it off after a few minutes of inactivity. It also works as kind of an alarm if you have it in your room, and it also interacts with music by strobing and flashing, so there's a small integrated microphone, and otherwise it also gives you a bit of notifications if you want to use it for that purpose and connect it to your phone. So overall, pretty simple and easy to use. This is what the packaging looks like. Very traditional E27 standard plug size, and it uses LED technology, which should theoretically last you for years and years down the road without having to replace it. It's energy efficient. 640 lumens is decently bright, I'd say. Control range is around 20 meters. That's the Bluetooth range. And it's dimmable as well. So you can control this and gradually make it brighter and dimmer as you want. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at what is included inside the package. At the top, there's just the instruction guide, printed in full color. It tells you how to set things up with the application and pairing it, scanning the code to add various light bulbs and connecting it and changing the light color. Underneath here, we have just the light itself, which is fairly well made. The top part is plastic, so it doesn't get damaged quite as easily, and the bottom base is made out of aluminum. That's essentially everything you get in the box. The build of the light bulb, we take a closer look here. We have the company's logo embedded onto the very top, which is Zeehoo. It's a slightly longer and definitely heavier than a traditional light bulb. The Bluetooth circuitry is embedded on the inside around the base over here. That's why it's a bit bottom heavy, but it's fairly easy to install, and it still makes it a standard size light bulb overall. That's easier to use than, let's say, proprietary design that might come with its own base or something like that. Otherwise, it seems very well put together because it's made out of aluminum. It dissipates heat fairly well, and again, the plastic design ensures that if you do drop this light bulb, it doesn't get damaged or crack, something like that. So pretty traditional look all in all. We're going to show you guys the app as well as the performance. So here's the app. It's called Super Light, and it's pretty typical. When you return to the main menu, you can set up to, it looks like 6 lamps, and you can just simply tap on a new lamp, and afterwards it's going to show you a Bluetooth list of compatible lights, and with Bluetooth turned on in the settings of your phone, you'll be able to instantly locate the light, tap on it once, and it pairs within just a few seconds. So it's pretty easy to use, and once I've selected a light that I want to control, for instance, this first light, and press on start, I can then change the color of the light. So you can see it goes from green to pink to blue, and then I can change the color temperature pretty easily. So it's quite simple to use. Over here, I can also set a timer. So for instance, I can turn off the light after a few minutes of inactivity, something like that. And returning to the main menu, I can also turn the light completely off or on again. It slowly fades on and fades off, and it remembers the last color that it was in. I can also change the intensity of the light, so making it extremely bright to being, very dim. So it's pretty easy to control that flux. And it seems to just slide vertically on this control panel, as you can see the color as they change the brightness there. Pretty clever. Returning again to the main menu, I can go into the music setting, and if I play back a music, I can calibrate the light to dance and strobe with the music, even though the light itself doesn't have a Bluetooth speaker in this case. So the speaker is still going to be played out of the phone, or you have to connect it to another external speaker if you want to listen to music externally. But here I can calibrate it to flash a certain pattern depending on the beats of the light. I can also set up a playlist specifically using this program, and then I can also activate it using the microphone. So you can see that sensor here. Each time that I kind of snap or it detects the noise, it's going to change color pretty rapidly. So it's kind of fun to play around with. Alright, so next, going into settings here, I can also take a look at my pairing status and my setup name in terms of the light, which I can rename, and you can see that in the main menu, in terms of the color, it also does change the icon here. It's like a widget that's active depending on what color that you ultimately choose. As far as being a white light is concerned, it is fairly bright. It's not the brightest light I've seen. It uses LED technology, so it's a little bit cold in terms of the color temperature if you leave it all the way in the center, but it's good for reading, and it does well in a smaller environment. I can of course make it brighter and cast a slightly more warm glow that simulates the experience of a candle, and it makes it pretty easy to use even for regular day-to-day usage. And again, it supports any standard E27 plug, so any standard light bulb plug will work just fine with this unit. The overall distance in terms of reception is just typical Bluetooth 4.0, so it will work up to 10 meters or 33 feet without any problems. So overall, pretty cleverly designed and works well enough. Again, being able to control up to 8 light bulbs using the app, I think is going to be sufficient for most folks, unless you have a massive house or a massive room and you're trying to get multiple sets of these. So overall, a pretty good proprietary third-party Bluetooth smart light bulb. It's not Wi-Fi connected, it's not Alexa supported, but then again, the cost is quite low. You can check out more details in our official written review, but for now, this has been our video. Thanks for watching here at OS Reviews. This has been the Zeehoo Smart Bluetooth Light Bulb.